Yes, what's good, family? You done know. So, boy, Jed's in the building. Gonna do a little reaction. You know, I thought I'd bring you lot along. I did some reactions earlier, but I thought I'd bring you along today on this one. Maybe we'll have a little chat. I got the link in the description. I got the link in the chat if you want to jump on. Let me check out the. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I got the link in the chat. See it there. Let me pin it. If you want to jump on, hit the like button, please. Boom. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Yeah, today we're watching. Let me just do the right thing. Yeah, Off the Grid Network, and yeah, these like having a little chat, so we're gonna listen in.
You already know. Big boss nigga, whole lot of rap.
Cameras speeding.
Thank you. Yo, welcome.
This motherfucker. Take two. Keep that in there.
Yo, welcome to Know Your Role, the #1 urban entertainment podcast in Las Vegas, and that is a fact. We are here with your boy OTG Rowe, and we're about to go ahead and introduce the controversial individuals that we have around us today who are going to give you the truth, the knowledge straight from the heart and the soul. First and foremost, we have the man that brings home missing children and women, who fights around the world to make sure that right is completed at all costs necessary. Please give it up for the one, the only, BH, Big Homie CC.
Oh no. Thank you, brother. Thank you,
Of
brother.
course, man.
We back working.
And we got Brian.
Not gonna lie, that Raiders jacket cold. Just want to add that Raiders jacket is cold. I would be rocking that. I'd be rocking the shit out of that jacket there still.
No, I'm joking.
See? Nigga started up on me already, man. See?
We got the director, the writer, the producer, the man that's behind Are You Afraid and Run Nixon. Please, ladies and gentlemen, the man that's leading Lose, Busy B.
Man, thank you, man. Happy New Year to everybody, man.
Yes, sir. Happy
Yeah,
New
man.
Year.
Glad to be here, man. Let's go.
Let's get
No,
it.
of course. Now we got some special guests in the building with us today. This first one was canceled, got her way back onto stand-up.
Welcome back.
And she is on the internet,
Okay.
constantly killing it, crushing it. She's the host and the headliner for Are You a Bully? Please give it up for Lana.
Big Lana. What's
Big
that word?
Big Lana.
Crack.
What's that word?
Crack killer.
Crack kills. Good. Thank you.
She had back surgery, so she had a scar.
Crack
No,
never
yeah,
killed
I got-
nobody
I-
with fentanyl.
I had back surgery like not too long ago.
Okay.
All right.
Strap season.
Well, we're gonna get to it, man.
Now, we also have a philosopher, nomad, soaking every knowledgeable answer possible, spreading love wherever he can. The singer, rapper, dancer, entertainer, creator, the leader. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Southeast Asian Chris Brown. So, what's going on, man?
What's up, Big
I
Soul?
appreciate that intro, man.
Versus South East
Man,
Asia.
came up
Yes,
top
bro.
of the dome.
Freestyle.
Yeah,
kid.
Ro's the beast now. Ro beast now.
Bro, I like that.
Freestyle
You
kid.
throw Ro anyway. He going.
No, I appreciate it, man. So, look, this is our first episode back of the new year.
Yes,
There's been
my
a
brother.
lot that's
2026.
already
Yeah,
gone
jacket's
down.
nice.
Yes,
Big up, man, that came on
absolutely.
in the building.
Now, first and foremost,
Come
I
on.
wanted to talk about something that is on the internet that's prevalent right now. Jaguar Wright has said some outlandish claims about Big Homie CC, claiming that he's a federal agent.
Come on now.
I got savage
Look at that
tattooed on the
smile.
side of my face.
Look at that smile.
So look, check this out, right? And Brian, my witness.
Okay, let's go.
All we ever did was show Jaguar love, man. We didn't put her on different platforms to get us some money.
Jaguar
And
Wright,
she trade on everybody.
What do you
This
look?
is true.
Yeah,
But then
Jaguar Wright is a mad gal. She obviously, I don't know. I can't even. It's hard to tell with her. Like, she's definitely a mad gal. She definitely says some truth, and I think she's definitely chatted shit as well. Like most people out there telling the truth. They give you some truth, they give you some BS. Yeah. What you reckon about Jaguar Rat, Kemo? What's your opinion on Jaguar and all the madness that she says? Where are you at with it? Big up everyone, by the way, man. Hit the like button, man. Don't be afraid to put the number of your like in the chat. Let me know you're there. Big up the people as they come in. Tell me about Jaguar.
Today, the reason she upset with me is I told her I can't date her.
Okay.
We filming the episode. She all over your boy. I'm like, all right, hold on now.
She want a little homie.
It was a
and then her husband storm in the room,
Husband.
snatch her cell phone, run out the room.
That did happen.
So then they go outside.
They arguing.
Him and her playing, point him out, knock him out in the parking lot.
I'm weak. What?
But shit, she was winning the fight, so we ain't intervened.
Yeah.
So then it led to a whole lot of commotion. You know what I'm saying? So then, you know, she was already messing with Gangsta Williams. Like, I can't, and then I'm a loyal man. You feel me? At that time, I was in a relationship. So, you know, I told her I can't rock like this. You big sis. She took that shit personal. And then, you know, she called me and said, Jay-Z trying to get me locked up. Can you help? So she gave me the information. I had my people look it up. She got a warrant for her arrest for running off stealing a U-Haul truck.
Wow.
Wait.
So it's like, sweetheart, you stole a U-Haul truck. That's why you got the warrant. It ain't Jay-Z.
R.
It's not
Kelly trapped
Jay-Z.
in the closet.
Who the
like-
fuck is this bitch? Who is
This
this?
You don't know
Jaguar
Jaguar
Wright.
Wright?
She said she
does a lot of
took
gossip work.
she took a boat to Epstein Island and rescued a bunch of girls, she said.
Is there proof of her doing that?
You know how much
I
it costs
know.
to do that?
That's okay.
Yeah, man. No.
You know,
Yeah, Jaguar Wright. She used to write for Rockefeller?
Yeah, she a legendary box seller.
Yeah.
She sell
okay.
box as well. You feel me? So it's kind of like I combat trafficking. I can't move around with a box seller. You out here selling the kitty cat. I'm cool with that. You got it.
A box seller.
Wow.
Oh, that's what that meant. I thought like
She's selling
Blockbuster.
box.
No, I thought you was
That's
talking
a
about the
Jaguar
U-Haul.
Wright.
I was like the box seller. What the fuck?
See, it's different kind of boxes.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so
right.
she says a lot of outlandish things constantly. For example, she was trying to say that Will Smith was trying to be in a relationship with his son. She was the
Google
one that
this.
said a lot of foul, nasty rumors about a lot of different men. And what happens is if
who
you're
you
not
talking
in any
about?
trouble, she tries.
This big homie CC. We say he lies too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jag or CC. Yeah. I'm just finding out about the CC guy. I just seen him like, let's say 2 months ago, whatever. I'm just finding out. I'm just watching little bits and bobs. Do you know what I mean? But I thought this would be a nice one for us to chat about or whatever. But you know I hit the live kind of late, but it's all good. We're still gonna rock with it.
To say that somebody's gay or that they touch a kid or that they're working for the FBI. That's her whole MO, just so that way she could stay afloat.
Can't no female on list crawler ever say my name with negativity. So we're gonna pray for Jaguar. Hopefully she can come from underneath the spirit of deception and operate as a better human being.
Yeah.
But keep my
She is
name
not
out your
cute.
mouth though, little mama. She was
It
moving.
was her shit.
She needed to keep it that long?
She kept it that long, bro.
Oh, that became a rental then too.
Yeah, it's parked outside the hotel.
I'm dead. It
Her
was
couch
like,
in the
a
truck.
pod storage. Like,
Yeah. She going to the truck to change clothes.
Damn.
So that's why Jaguar has a warrant for her arrest, everyone who's watching this.
Oh, wow.
And yeah,
Yeah,
let's
wrong.
go ahead and put this to rest. And if she want to keep playing, I can have Brian go pull that footage from Look Who TV. Because I give her a prop. She can fight.
Oh yeah.
She was, what's dude's name? His name like Wolf something.
Yeah. He wasn't Wolf name, it was Puppy.
He was puppy that day.
He's selling wolf tickets.
Yeah, Wolf,
All right,
Wolf
let's
tickets.
get
Absolutely. So
let's get to it.
this event. How old they were. And one thing I found that was astonishing was when I was in Africa, all of the things that we take to be make-believe, they take as fact.
Okay.
The natives said that he had a great spirit protecting him. One of them said, I shot you myself 17 times myself, and you didn't even have an injury. Nobody can explain this. This is real facts. This is documented in history, and there's books about it.
So where's he supposed to be buried at?
Philadelphia? Because that's when the White House used to be there.
If he died at all.
That's what I was getting to.
Now, I actually
Yeah.
want to
You
talk
think
about
he's
that.
immortal?
Quan, do we have a
Is he-
picture?
we had a question.
Is he a vampire?
Is it a vampire?
I'm glad you said that. Because right now, I'm warning everybody right now, we about to see a whole resurgence of the vampirism community. Because this is a community that exists. I told people about it when I first came to the internet. You got a whole group of people who have a Bible that they use, a vampire doctrine. You go to their house, they sleeping in caskets at the crib. Real spill.
So
we finna see it.
yeah, there we go. That picture right there. Now, that's Glenn Close.
I've seen
And
this,
that's George Washington.
and I've heard about your story.
Now,
too,
Glenn
so-
Close is from 101 Dalmatians. She's an actress.
Got a lot of Miss Doubtfire action going on.
But look at George
Big up Brown
Washington and her
Biker.
face blended together.
Yo.
Look at the nose. Look at the mouth.
Wow. That's one individual. She dying over there.
Because I feel like we roasting her, but y'all so serious about it. And I'm like, I'm allowed to.
No, you're
No.
good. Look at her.
No.
That's,
good.
Point,
Yo.
dog.
that's George
that
Washington.
And Glenn Close
In all
on
fairness,
program.
though,
Vampires.
White
I told
people-
everybody they was vampires.
so I know they say Asian people look alike, but you know, for the most part, white people do look alike.
There was a sticky list, but I didn't say it.
You feel
But
me?
look, you
Yeah.
can't
I
find
know,
another
bro.
picture that matches that much. Look at the nose and the way the bridge
You-
is, the lip.
Yeah,
Even like,
wait, hang on, because Caitlyn Jenner looks just like that too.
On the game.
but that was
Boom.
through surgery. Caitlyn Jenner
But
looked
have
like
you guys
that.
seen-
That's true. Now, there you go.
Glenn Close is just born like that.
You know what's crazier than this picture though is the Annie Hathaway and her husband look like
Siblings?
no. Look,
Damn.
who's
Inbred?
who's that famous poet? Who's that famous poet?
Edgar Allan Poe?
No.
We
Keep
said
going.
the same one. That's crazy.
That's cute.
Keep going.
He said that.
No. Old school
I
poet.
said Tupac.
No, but
Um,
Annie Hathaway and
Show
her
Silverstein.
husband.
How old are we talking?
We're talking about the most famous poet.
That's Edgar Allan Poe.
no, another one. The one that made Romeo and Juliet.
Oh,
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
So
Got me
Shakespeare-
that
playwright.
Bible.
The
Playwright.
guy who helped
and his
rewrite the
wife,
Bible.
They say they look identical and they were all born on the same exact like birth dates and everything, like flipped.
You think it's a coincidence?
I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Well, we got another
look
picture
that
because
up.
there's some of these people that do look alike, but
Oh,
sometimes
she
you
came
see
with some
all-
fact checks.
You gotta
Oh,
look
yeah,
that.
always. Yeah, I don't play
the
that.
uncanniness and the time that they were born, which is all listed in history. That is crazy. For a husband and wife from like the 14th
But if
century
they're
or whatever.
vampires, like what we're talking about, and some of these people aren't dead, then they can just go under different personas and different looks, and they can
Yes.
keep blending in society, and no one's gonna say nothing. Like the pictures
Yeah, I
of
don't
Nicolas
know about
Cage
no
that you see from the
vampire thing, bro.
1800s, and now
I don't know.
you see different
believe
pictures of different people who
some people
literally
definitely
look
consume
exactly the same.
blood.
And when you
Well, I
do
don't know
forensic
about no
styles, they're
vampires.
supposed to go
I
off of
don't
the
know.
T line. So that's from your eyebrows and your nose.
Mm.
That structure is how you can tell who's related. You can tell how much of a percentage they're related in different regions as well. Those T lines match up identically.
Yeah.
And when we say T
We
lines, we
should do a
don't mean
T line for you and Jackie Chan.
I was just telling Brian
He looked
that
more
my
like
dad
He got the
looks
Jackie
and
going
sounds
on.
Yeah, he his
just
dad-
like Jackie Chan.
He said his dad looked just like Jackie Chan.
He can
No
fight.
bullshit. My dad could fight.
Hit you with a combo, bro.
Yes. My daddy once caught a bullet with his bare hands. My dad sounds just like it. I'm not even- He
That's
can't.
crazy. My dad said he looked like Billy D. Williams. I said, no.
Oh, that's a cold dude. You like Billy D.
Nah, my dad don't look like that.
Oh, okay.
He looked like the captain from Captain Phillips, the one that's like, look at me, I'm the captain.
Oh, that's what you get the greatest
The
impersonation.
Somali dude.
I love when you do that.
Dude, look at me.
Wow.
But Quan, we got that other picture, the other presidents. Okay, so there we go. This is yeah, that's just Lane,
Enemy number one.
and she's next to Andrew Jackson's wife,
Mm.
and that's you can see the line up there.
That's a bit mad. What do you reckon? Well, I suppose that's a little bit mad. What do you reckon? People's faces line up, fam. Someone's gonna have a nose the same size as someone else. So I don't know. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Especially as our faces aren't even symmetrical. So I don't know. I think it's a reach. think that this is a reach. I'm not sure what they're trying to imply, but
Eyebrow,
it's a reach
though.
to me.
It's hella different.
Well, they
Y'all
say
pushing
that all
one.
presidents are related.
Yeah, they are genetically.
Yeah.
Obama's
But that-
related
even
to
Barack Obama.
Even Barack Obama, yeah.
I've
Who's he
seen that.
related to?
Related to who?
He's related to Bush
George
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah. They're
and
related
George
to-
Washington some
Cousins.
kind of way. Yeah, he's related to
Cousins.
them, all of them. Dick Cheney and all in there, all
Pause.
related. That we used to be. Yeah, pause on Dick Cheney.
Was Barack
Yeah.
Obama's grandpa or great grandpa's white? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's Hawaiian and white, right?
So they say.
yeah. They got. It's
That
definitely
man
I've
is
seen that
Barry
whole
Sotoro.
timeline.
Yeah.
Who?
Barry Sotoro.
That's
That
his
is
real
Barack.
name?
That's his real name. That's what they say.
And middle name Hussein.
Yes.
You see that?
That's all right. Hey, that's it. That's the
That
move
means-
on.
That's an auto pause.
So we had some people calling out recently saying that we haven't discussed about the mermaids and any updates on the
I was
mermaids.
just talking to people about this.
So you have seen videos or footage of mermaids as well?
I have
Or-
them saved because I have a folder of conspiracy theory stuff.
Really?
'Cause
I would
love-
like to
Like
see
you
your
jack off
footage.
to him. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Do not put that in people's minds. No, but yes, I do believe in mermaids. I don't think they look like the way that we portray them on
Not
in
at
the
all.
movies.
What you lot saying,
But I do
mermaids?
think like there's almost like a humanoid-ish type fish. Because it's not
What you lot saying, mermaids, fish people, Aquaman's out there, huh? A man with fins and shit, fins and scales and that. What do you reckon? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anything's possible, though. I think obviously the ocean is definitely concealing some secrets. Definitely, there's way more stuff in the water that we don't know about than the stuff that we do. So I couldn't rule it out. And people been chatting about these like people from under the sea. There's got to be some fuckery going on down there. You get me? Every culture's got something to do with people from under the sea, some type of humanoid.
too off-putting to think that that's not plausible, right? But you gotta remember, like, we haven't uncovered 95% of
The
what's in
ocean.
the waters.
Yeah.
We know more about space and
95%.
ocean.
We've
'Cause
only
we
uncovered
can't.
5% that we even claim to see. So you gotta imagine when everybody's looking up, we never look down. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Well
So-
said, sir.
They say aliens are up there, but
Aliens are below.
Can you call something alien that's already been here?
Right.
They do the Mexicans.
they call my dad and my mom aliens.
Right.
Right.
See, I don't call them aliens
Hey,
because when you watch the congressional hearings, when whistleblowers come out and speak on this topic, they call them extra dimensionals. Everybody needs to get a book called The Extra Dimensionals by retired FBI agent John D'Souza. John D'Souza ran the actual X-Files program for the FBI. And we seen Rep Luna call them extra dimensionals. We seen John D'Souza call them that. And then when you really look at the grand scheme of things, you know, you see the same petroglyphs from 4,000 years ago fit the same description of what we see now. And you get the same reports. We even got emojis for it.
Yep.
So when you
they're saying extra dimensional, because they know that the terrestrial thing is a pop down theory. Coming from another planet is dead. Coming from another dimension makes more sense. In my head, anyway. You get me? Walk on. We got the people in the building, man. Slap the like button.
look at the grand scheme of things, you realize, okay, somebody has sequestered certain information and they're leaving the masses with one set of science while they operating with other sets of science.
That's right.
That makes sense.
And the mermaid topic, you know, every place they told me they was at, I traveled there. And I got the same story. In Ukunda, in Mombasa, Seychelles, I got the same story. They say, we don't want the locals to know that this is dangerous and that these people exist here because it's how we make our money. These are tourist
Tourists.
destinations.
I want the
If
tourists.
people knew the dangers, they wouldn't come here. And I interviewed a guy when I was in Mombasa, Kenya on the coast. He's a fisherman. He said after a certain time, being on the shore of the beach is dangerous because that's when they arrive and they take people with them. Point blank, period. And you know, everybody's compound on the coast got electric charged wire on top of the fences, barbed wire, and they all got these signs, danger. And everybody got their security. They say after a certain time it get dangerous. Be inside the gate. Don't go to the water, because none of us can swim good enough to get you back from them. I spoke to a guy. He said he went for a night swim, and when he got back to shore, he was standing there with his towel, and he looked and he seen a merman standing there. The hair was not like you see in the movies. He said he had these large black eyes, and he said he got this compelling feeling to go into the water. And he said he glad he fought the thought, because he said he felt like if he did, nobody ever see him again. And I went to Puerto Rico, the locals said the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
There's videos now in Mexico of people that are given the same description.
For sure.
Recently, that just happened a few weeks ago, that they seen one that walked onto the shoreline.
That's the thing.
It's got legs.
It's got legs. Like, what are we doing there? What's going on there? Mad people and that. Yeah, large black eyes. Everybody's always got some large black eyes. I don't know, man. In today's time, even if you took a picture or a video of it, I'm saying it's AI or CGI or whatever. You get me? Hologram. We're just living in them times now. When the real shit really pops off, man ain't even gonna believe it. Man ain't gonna. There's no way you're gonna study a picture and say, "Yeah, I know this is real." And the science of decoding pictures and telling the metadata and telling them whether it's real and whatever. Not many people got that science. I don't know, man. Someone's gonna pop up with the maddest video at one point, and we're gonna be like, "Yo, this is bullshit," and it might be a real thing, maybe a real tuna, man. You get me? Real fish boy. Yeah, the sardine with legs and that, short back and sides, goatee and that. What's going on? From the trenches, from the gully side.
Apparently, the males don't have the fish appendage at the end. They got legs, but they have webbed hands and webbed feet.
Okay.
So this is the description everybody's getting. We camped out on the beach overnight. You feel me? Everybody I was with was scared as a motherfucker. Part of my
Yeah,
language.
for sure.
And they looked at me like, "Why do you want to be here? Like, why are you not scared?" Because I mean, you gotta be a bad man to drag me in that water. You feel me?
You gotta be a big mermaid too.
Yeah, you gotta be you gotta be able to withstand this assault that's coming from you. You gotta be able to, because that assault coming.
Hey, look, check this out. Mermaid come trying to get you in there, but they come back. Everybody ran. They come back the next day. You got a fish fry.
Oh yeah, we gonna be serving our fish. JJ.
Hey, the first mermaid.
Merman. Getting kidnapped by a merman.
What's interesting though, what we were talking about, like these ancient societies saying that they,
look at Mami Water and so many like obviously this is why he pinpointed Africa. Africa, they definitely got loads of tales about that, and like places like the Philippines, Thailand, they got lots of water-based like demons and stuff in their mythologies and stuff. I don't know. Something's got to stem from somewhere. What happened to No Smoke Without Fire? Something's got to stem from somewhere. Let me know in the comments, man. Do you lot believe in mer people?
They don't look down, they look up. They used to look down a lot of the times. That's how they got the constellations when they started making like horoscopes. They would look into bodies of water to see how to draw the sky above without damaging their neck. They would look down into the water constantly. But only few that were chosen in these ancient societies were allowed to do that. It was a point of you have to be appointed to be able to be trusted within that community, that you are allowed at night to go and look at the waters to draw what was above in the skies.
Absolutely.
So just curious.
So on the mermaids, I mean, and I'm kind of,
historically they call them sirens. Because you got maps from the 1600s where certain areas of the ocean, they said these are siren locations, avoid it.
That's why they would put them on the maps.
Facts. So you got a bunch of horny guys on the boat. They hear a lady singing, they coming to the starboard side. And then see ya.
Yes. I have a video I could send y'all sometime.
You can send it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna send y'all. You gonna check your
Send it to the
DM?
Rodini.
Yeah.
It's a fire video, dude. It's It's crazy. Basically, it's this black guy that always goes over to sea, and
the one
you
who
see,
heard
and he's
the
looking on
big
the
crab
sides,
on the boat.
on the right and left, and he could hear the sirens.
This one of those fishermen
on
guys.
each side of the boat. There's something swimming just as fast as the boat, and the boat's going to high speed. And then he could hear the whole whatever Ariel will be singing. He could hear that.
Shout out Ariel.
And then at the end, there's something that says "jump."
Yo, Trill Spirit,
Whoa.
big at yourself.
Telling
man.
him to jump in
Come
this
on.
video
Yeah.
that you
So
got.
that's really real. They
Okay,
really
yeah.
suggest they
At the
really,
very
they,
end.
they really try to entice
Text
you
it
to
to
come
my
kick it with them. Like,
Big at
They
yourself.
try. They will entice you
Find
to
this.
join them, so you never return. That same story they told me every place I went to.
that's
Same exact
usually that's the
story.
evidence in truth. If you hear it on different continents, different places, they're reporting the same story. That's pretty much consistent. That's got some truth
That's
to it.
circumstantial
Yeah.
evidence. Circumstantial evidence is good enough to get you a life sentence in every court on the planet. Eyewitness testimony.
But except for in the feds, preponderance, they got even a lower standard. Preponderant evidence and go.
Yeah, see the
Preponderance
feds, they play so
So
filthy.
how do you be like, I thought about it?
That's
It's
exactly
like,
that's the
sound like you
preponderance of
did
the
it.
evidence. That's
That's
they
fake.
could-
That's some
Before you thought
bullshit.
it-
before you
Before you
Minority
pre-conspired.
report.
Yeah. They got a lower standard in the feds. They seen for preponderance of the evidence, bro.
You guys heard about the Altadena bear?
Mm-mm.
Aldina Bear.
Altadena Bear,
Altadena.
that's over in California.
Yeah.
I stayed in not Altadena, but there's another place up there.
So
And they have
break-
signs. I actually saw that there's a bear always on the loose up
Yeah,
there.
so there's always
Yeah.
bears there. So
Yeah.
right
Mhm.
now in Thanksgiving, a few months ago, this bear, 500 pounds, broke into a hole this small and went into this man's crawl space. And every time the man walks in his house, it's growling at him, it's trying to rip at him, and it won't get out. The bear's still there to this day.
So
They
the
caught-
bear is doing what white people did to us.
Yeah. He took over.
Well deserved, bitch.
So he's
Let's
so
go.
the dude is up there and the
But
bear.
who are the bears up
I'm
there?
glad white people did do that shit because I like living around white people
Okay.
because I just spent 7 months without them. And boy,
Would
If
you
I'm
have wanted to live with white people back then? And you know what I'm talking about.
Nobody
well, look,
wanted
at the end of the
to.
day, they would have had to kill me
Nobody back
first.
then.
Yeah, I'm a no. I'm done. I'm
They would have
done.
to kill
You
me
like them
ASAP.
today because
I don't think they would be ready to deal with, niggas
yeah.
today. I don't think that they could.
we was
Yo,
born then
that's
too.
right.
We was
I
I
born.
believe that.
family.
The
You were born?
ones that got here got sold by other Africans as prisoners of war already.
But some of them were already native
Already.
blacks that were already
Yeah.
living in America.
Now, when
too.
people say
Yeah, man. Big at yourself, family. Come on.
this, I try to tell them 2 key facts about being black. We leave our mark, dog. We build monuments. We leave remnants of our civilization everywhere. If we were indeed indigenous, now let's look at the science. We the biggest, strongest motherfuckers on the planet, fastest motherfuckers on the planet.
1,000%.
You got these hungry, starving ass white boys pulling up. I just can't see them conquering all of them. And then where is the native settlement for them at?
So we have the national lakes that have covered a lot of monuments from African achievements.
Can't nobody
And
show
black
me a black
achievements.
person doing a rain dance.
Hold on. And then we've got the Grand Canyon that we're not allowed to explore.
I know people living in the Grand Canyon right now. You got whole Native American groups who live inside the Grand Canyon.
So there's no native black artifacts within the Grand Canyon. They said that there's also pyramids and temples that are built in there.
Now look, when it comes to the Grand Canyon, there are things taking place there that operate outside of our realm of reasoning. And the natives there, they keep this information close to their chest. I've got permission to go there, but you gotta campaign with them elders to get other people to come there. So I got somebody who go cover the helicopter costs. If we want to take OTG on the road and
Love to go.
go do that, we can do that.
Also,
So-
we got to make sure we make that trip to Nevada State Prison
Yeah, that's coming up.
with the Ghost Prison up there. Yeah,
I got
Yeah.
the spirit box in the bag right now.
Okay,
So
cool.
I wanted to also touch base on another point with this. A lot of ancient boats come from Africa.
Absolutely.
So
There were
if
Greek-
we were able to come over here, and if there was any artifacts, landmarks that we have, the French bought most of that middle land of America before it was sold to in the Louisiana Purchase. So during that time frame, a lot of the French individuals were interacting with native blacks, and that's why they knew the coordinates to go where to Northern Africa. That's how they were able to take over Papua New Guinea. That's how we have a bunch of French-speaking countries in Africa because of the coordinates that was going on with Africans and French people before it was sold. Lewis and Clark were sent down there with Sacagawea to see all these different monuments to destroy them. That's why anyone that was building on the railroads did not know English. We had Chinese that were building on the railroads. We had Africans that built on the railroads, and they were not allowed to keep journals or books because they weren't allowed to talk about what they were destroying while building the railroads that crossed America.
Yeah, do you guys know about Mount Rushmore? Like what was
the pipeline?
No, do you know what Mount Rushmore was before it?
It was
enlighten us.
Native American. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, so originally, like it was like the Lakota Sioux that was around there, and Mount Rushmore was originally called like the Six Grandfathers Mountain or something. And to their tribe, they believe that is where they originated. Like that's where they were conceived, born, everything. And they felt strong natural presence there where they felt more spiritual, like in tune with their spirit. So they had signed a treaty with the forefathers or whoever, right, back then.
Big up Gleam.
And
Come on.
The treaty was basically, please.
No. We can see your comment, family. We can see your comment. Big at yourself, Gleam. Look, you're on the screen, all sorts. We can definitely see your comment, family. Welcome. Yeah, I didn't know this about Mount Rushmore. It's originally some Native Americans' spiritual holy place. I found something else new. It don't surprise me though. Oh, King Charles. No, I can't see it. So that must be YouTube must have blocked it. I can't see nothing about King Charles. Get me.
Don't touch this land because we feel like it's our sacred birthplace.
And you know how that ended up.
Now, the issue was the treaty got broken because the white people found out that there was a huge gold mine in it. So they decided to break it, mine it, and obviously the war pursued. They killed a bunch of Native Americans there. And to rub salt on the wound, they carved the forefathers' heads onto that mountain.
Yeah, if your DNA only 7,000 years old, you in a rush to leave your mark on the planet.
Yeah,
exactly.
If you grew up in American schools, they teach you about Mount Rushmore, but all they teach you is that, like, this is a cool place to tour and see.
Well, once you kill a man, you can write the story about him however you like.
Yes,
history was written by the best group of killers.
That's you always say that. Winners write history, losers become history.
Damn.
Yeah. Once you kill a man, you can tell, hey man, he out of here. Hey, dead man, what?
You can say he did.
Tails no tales.
Dead man can't tell no
Can't
tales.
tell. Hey, what you say, BH? You ain't never seen a dead man do what in court?
I ain't never seen a dead man get on the stand.
Damn.
Oh no.
Right.
But you know, that's why they're fighting for the pipeline. That's why you have a lot of Native Americans.
Yeah, that's what the pipeline. You heard my man was fighting for that pipe.
It was getting in line for the pipe.
Hey, y'all doing that?
You too intelligent, bro. You too brilliant, bro, for that, bro.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that's where the Mount Rushmore is. They fight.
Shit. Got to be more careful.
I remember when that was happening. Was
but that was about 10 years ago.
Yeah,
that was like
2014.
2014 time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Yeah, so that was about then. But but also, so if they were going for gold there, that makes sense why they were trying to push to get the gold out of California in 1849. And again, that was Mexico, which I think is bullshit. Why we've got Mexicans getting deported from Mexico? This is still
This is Mexico. Where we at? Let East LA chime in on that. Come on, what about
I've been said some shit about that. I think it's stupid because I even made a whole post about it where I was like, if you are sitting here saying don't speak Spanish because you're in America, then I'm like, then don't say any city that's in fucking California. Because every city in California is Los Angeles. You're actually speaking very broken Spanish. It's Los Angeles, which means the Angels, which is what? The fucking baseball team, dumbass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't respect that.
Or the state Florida. Right? It means flower.
Florida?
Florida means flower.
That's interesting that Florida was in Spanish too. Then, but if you some of these states, like right now, everybody's talking about Puerto Rico, and people get confused that Puerto Rico is a part of America. Puerto Rico's been a part of America longer than Alaska has.
Longer.
We bought Alaska from Russia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, did you hear when that one stupid bitch, that one white bitch, was like, she was complaining.
Bitch. Yeah, she's just like that one white bitch. I don't know. She definitely wouldn't be saying no one black bitch. That's a bit mad for her to be saying. Yeah, in it. He is related to Vlad from Transylvania. Yeah. We know that. Yeah, we know that, man. They told us that when they put out their genealogy. They claimed that. They also claim to be related to the
about Bad Bunny being part of the halftime, and she was like, some girl was like, I think he's a great American artist, and she was like, he's not American, sweetheart, and she was like, he's Puerto Rican, that's part of America, dumbass. Like,
right.
Yeah,
not kissing all the men like that.
Yeah, for us,
that's the American.
Yeah,
they're not white or black.
That's trans bunny.
They're not
non-binary bunny.
Hey,
bunny.
Tricks is for kids.
Well, you know what? He has interesting names. You think about a bunny. Think about it. Bunny is a symbol of what?
Bob Boney.
Fertilization.
Bob
Boney.
Boney.
That's why a lot of people
from. That's the vice lord.
Yeah, the vice lord.
Yeah.
But also, man, like it'd be so weird. You look at names like we celebrate even Easter. Let's go here. Okay. What does a bunny, rabbit, and an egg have to do with each other?
You know,
bunnies don't even lay
the
eggs.
history of Easter.
That's like
I feel like that's the egg is the symbolizing of Jesus' birth.
No, let me give you the medievals. What they really did. That egg is a symbolization of fertilization, of cracking open the egg. And back in the medieval time, they used to go through the villages and find young girls that's the Easter egg hunt. And they used to crack them open.
Shit like that. When you see me in your living room peeling your fingernails off.
Right. And they used to find the young girls, and they used to
why are you jumping on? Because they talk about Puerto Rico, bro. Hold on 1 second. We got a guest. Welcome to brother Mulatto.
Peace, family. How you doing?
Yeah, not bad, bro. Why are you jumping on? Because they're talking about Puerto Rico.
Well, I wanted to correct some of the things that they got incorrect. With all due respect, that was one of the details. But and anything I'm saying, I'm sure that the listeners could just fact check me and correct me if I'm wrong. But when he spoke about the Lakotas and Mount Rushmore, pardon me, actually the Lakota are not indigenous to that region. The Lakota are Mongoloid people. They migrated to the Americas via the Bering Strait from Asia. So the Lakota are actually of Asian descent. So they are not indigenous to that region, just like the Europeans are not indigenous to that region. Additionally, about the California comment, one of the people on the panel said that California used to belong to Mexico. The part that they omitted is that Mexico actually stole that land from the indigenous peoples of California. Or in other words, Mexicans are not indigenous to California. Mexico forced Spanish on the indigenous peoples of California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, etc. And as far as the Super Bowl and Bad Bunny situation, they said that Puerto Ricans are American. Now, I agree that Puerto Ricans definitely have U.S. citizenship. I live in Puerto Rico. This is an undeniable fact. But to call them ethnically American or to call them American, that is erroneous. Or in other words, just as I'm in Puerto Rico and I live in Puerto Rico and they call me American, they tell me that I'm not Puerto Rican. Not in a disrespectful way, but, just acknowledging reality. They are able to distinguish Puerto Ricans from Americans. So it is factually incorrect and culturally incorrect to say Puerto Ricans are U.S. Americans. They are not. They have their own identity. U.S. Americans are people who could trace their lineage back to when the U.S. was founded, which was 1776. Puerto Ricans have their own history.
Right. I hear you. Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
Anyone telling what? They passport say it. Kemo's in the chat. You can see his comment, right? He's saying, yeah.
Yeah, that's my point. They have U.S. citizenship, but they are not ethnically American. That's a big difference. There are Nigerians in the U.S.
They're of the continent of America, though, no?
That's why I said they are not ethnically U.S. Americans.
No, but I'm saying,
because
yeah, not U.S. Americans, but would you at least allow them? Would you at least say they're definitely Americans, right?
Well, I live in Puerto Rico. They don't call themselves American. They
Right.
call people from the United States American. And that's the thing. I hear this narrative from people that live outside of the United States, usually from Europe. They say, well, no, people from Chile, people from Brazil, they are American too. But the thing is, when U.S. citizens go to Brazil, when we go to Argentina, when we go to Mexico, the people down there call us American. They don't
But
call themselves American.
They wouldn't identify as South American.
Exactly. They would put the qualifier on it. They would say they are South American, but the term American, the finite term American, they would never refer to themselves as that.
Okay, yeah. I hear you.
Yes. I have to also say this. It's discouraging. Let me not say discouraging to the youth, because that's the wrong word. The youth are rebellious and they are stronger than we will ever be. But it's such a bad example.
I think the Caribbean is trying to claim they're claiming Puerto Rico. Is it a Caribbean island?
Well, Puerto Rico is technically in the Caribbean for sure.
Okay, so
but let me make this comment about these brothers on the panel.
Is it American and Caribbean?
It's, well, as you know, the Caribbean is in the Americas for sure. But let me make this comment about these brothers on the screen.
Yeah.
And I have to say this. It is disconcerting to see two grown Black American men. Oh no, three grown Black American men on the panel, literally booty clapping for Mexicans. When we go to Mexico, or if you catch a federal case and you get locked up in the feds, you will see that not only are Blacks segregated from Mexicans, but in a lot of these penal institutions and in a lot of these communities on the West Coast and in Texas, where Mexicans are a large demographic, they are at war against the Blacks. I'll just cite one example. If you look at East LA, Mexicans literally bombed Black Americans out of their homes in East LA. And then you got three Black American men on a panel booty clapping for Mexicans. Basically what they're saying is they are willing to forfeit their communities to Mexicans because in their mind, California used to belong to Mexico. Now, as I stated earlier, they are omitting the fact that Mexico stole California from the indigenous Californians. But the point is, these Black men, and there are more like them, that are willing to forfeit their communities to these same Mexicans. Really, it's cowardice.
I mean, I definitely see the war that goes on, and I definitely see the anti-Black sentiment from some of these Mexicans and what you want to call these gangs and that. I know that there's a segregation in the prison system, the fucking Morenos and the this and the that, and yeah, I get it. I even see a dude talking about how he fucks with those gangs because they're on what he's on, which is they hate niggas too. So he's like, yo, he rolls with these, man. And he said Blacks are scared of them. I don't know if he's a rapper. Is it some Black dude in America? He was saying online.
Whoever said that is a coward. And
he said the Blacks out there are scared of the Mexicans. And
that's not true. I wanted to address that. And I'm a mulatto, so I don't have to stand up for Blacks ever, but I have to acknowledge the truth. No, Black Americans are not scared of Hispanics at all. Really, even in places where Black Americans are a minority, no, they stand up against the Hispanics that encroach. So no, I would never say that Black Americans are scared. I've been in, and I'm not about to just talk about my whole history, but I've been in places incarcerated where Black Americans were a minority and they still stood up against the Hispanics. So no, Black American men are not scared.
Okay, yeah, we got that out the way. All right, let me play some more, man. Let me see.
Or de-virginize them or rape them, actually. And that was the Easter egg hunt and the symbol of the rabbit. That's why if you look at Playboy,
this is my whole problem with Islam.
Fertilization.
This is one of my problems with Islam, because in Islam, if you rape a woman, now you have to marry her.
Man, I never heard of that in Islam. I can't. Rape is rape. You're not even supposed to have sex in Islam unless you're married anyway. So I don't know what part of some kind of radicalness or that's some maybe that it could be.
This the only religion where you can be an absolute loser, decide to jihad, and now you get to die and go get 1,000 virgins.
Well, you get the 40 virgins,
100 virgins.
So what's crazy about the 40 virgins is how old are they?
72.
Yeah, all underage.
So that's not of the book, man. I think that's more culturalism.
What you mean? Muhammad's wife Aisha was 9.
That's what was written.
That's what he said.
Yeah, well, man, I can't testify to that shit, man. I don't know about that.
It took him 24 years to get one copy of the Quran. He ain't even write it. His other wife, Khadijah, wrote it. And then you don't get no quote from a woman in the book at all, just like in the Bible. The Catholics say, Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now to the hour of our death. Amen. But there's not one quote from a woman in the Bible.
I thought it was the Book of Edith, right? But that was removed.
Well, matter of fact, hey, you mentioned something that stuck with me last time. Why hasn't God wrote his own book?
Right, and why did a demon give Muhammad
his legends
the Quran?
Too busy.
I big up Glee.
Because why would an angel give somebody? Every time the Archangel Michael was cited in the Bible, he said,
you want to speak on anything? Mulatto, you want to speak?
Well, you already know my stance against Islam. Their prophet Muhammad is a PDF IO. It's nothing more I care to speak on Islam at this moment. But I will say this to the brother, I think his name is Chemo in the chat. You'll notice that he claims to be proud to be Caribbean, but you'll never see him move back to the Caribbean. He just talks shit online. But when I speak about a ethnic American, as I stated before, we're speaking about people who can trace their lineage to the founding of the United States, which was 1776. Now, I could say, even though Chemo claims to be Caribbean, I think from Jamaica or Barbados, I could say
Barbados.
All right. I could say there are no ethnic Bajans, because when we go to Barbados, and I've been there, you have Pakistanis and Indians and Chinese people claiming to be Bajan. So I can say that there are no ethnic Bajans. It's all made up. But the truth is, no, every country has a founding stock. Every country has people that are descended from the people that were in the nation when it was founded. And in my estimation, it will be best if we collectively do what was best for our ancestral homelands. And, I know that when I say this a lot, and I'm not trolling at all right now, I know when I say this, I strike a nerve with a lot of the black people in the UK because they are descendants of immigrants and they don't plan to go back to their countries of origin. But I will say this, and everything I'm saying is with all due respect. And I just missed a phone call. So I'm going to say this last sentence, and then I'm going to leave. If you were to go back to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Senegal, to Jamaica, to Barbados, et cetera, you could make your countries better than the UK, better than the US, better than Canada, better than the nations that you fled to. So no, I'm not saying anything disrespectful. Actually, what I'm saying benefits your nations of origin. It benefits the future generations of your families that are in your ancestral lands today. Really, and I say that with no hate in my heart. But thanks for having me up. I'm going to drop down. If you're still live, maybe in 30 minutes, I'll be back. But peace be upon you. Much love. Peace.
Say no more. Say no more. And you salamed me on the way out. Cheeky. Yo, what you lot saying about what you have to say? What's your opinions?
Fear not, for I am a servant of the Lord. Every time. What did Muhammad say? He said, whatever he's seen in that cave almost killed him.
It was a jinn, right?
And then he had to go talk to a Christian man, Waraka, to explain to him what happened. Every time I get a call about a jinn, somebody is sitting in a cave, and to summon a jinn, you have to be in a cave, cover your body in human feces, and then use your urine to keep it moist on your body.
Yeah, I ain't trying to see the gin.
In order to get the gin to show up.
So you told me something about the prayer.
Right.
When they were talking about why they don't pray a certain way, like the positioning.
What you mean? Ask me that question.
Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm not gonna say it. You say it. So
yeah, what we talk about here? You know.
They said so a demon doesn't enter. There's a certain position
by prostrating. Like, what does it mean? Like, what are you trying to say?
No, I'm asking you. What is that about?
What about praying? What kind of certain way?
That they say there's a form of the way that you pray. You can't be in a position so a demon doesn't enter.
I mean, I don't understand what that is.
In the Quran, it says in your house you need to have a bed for you, your wife, and one for the devil.
Yeah,
that's in the Quran.
Man, you got to point that out to me.
No, man,
I ain't never seen that.
I can point it out to you.
Go for
I'm
it.
prepared. Hold on.
I will say,
I never heard about this. I never heard about this, man. But yeah, I think the thing about a demon not entering you is about don't sleep on your stomach or something. Don't sleep on your stomach. And I don't know if that's I think it may be a hadith. But yeah, because it gives you the recommended side to sleep on, which I believe might be your right hand side. I might be wrong. But then it tells you don't sleep on your stomach because it's easier for a demon to enter you. I don't know anyone that sleeps on their stomach anyway, but yeah. Don't sleep on your stomach, guys. I think that's good advice. I can't lie. I'll make the Quran right on that one. Hey, sleeping on your stomach is mad. Hey, that is mental. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, that is a wild posture. That's what I'm saying. That's you're moving crazy. Everyone's laughing in the chat. Sleeping on the stomach is mad.
When I was a kid, there was a time I did pick up a Bible and I did read something similar with the whole, if a man rapes a woman, she is now owned by that man.
That's in the Christian Bible too.
Yeah.
Man, that's some wicked shit.
I remember.
I don't know where they're getting these
randomly.
It's lucky I wasn't back then.
Flipping through the book,
man,
and then I came across that. I was very stunned, but I know that there's so many different iterations of the Bible. But I also know that
700 different Bibles.
Yeah, and I know that man writes the Bible.
I mean, in Leviticus, it talks about having a pierced ear for a slave that's still honoring and worshiping their master, even though they've been freed. There's different rules that they have.
Second Peter gives you instructions on how to be a good slave.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So does Ephesians 6 something or another. Yeah. Tells you worship your masters if they're slaves on earth.
And this is because in 1610, King James, he hired Shakespeare and 47 other clergymen to edit the Ethiopian Bible. They removed over 100 books. That's why in the book of Eli, you see the answer.
Remove 100 books, because these men need to tighten up a little bit. Tighten up a little bit. You know what I mean? Dot their I's and cross their T's.
Antagonist in that movie.
I love that movie.
That's one of my favorite movies. In that movie, he's got a militia, just like Muhammad had, and he needed the book to control people. That's in that movie. My whole thing is this. If an angel indeed came to give a person on the planet the religion to leave the world, why would he pick an illiterate man to have this knowledge who can't read or write?
Man, I will say this. Why not an illiterate man? To show his majesty that an illiterate man could actually be the one that everyone would pray to, man, and with one of the largest religions on planet Earth on every continent and the fastest growing religion in the United States.
Pray
Who are we talking about?
It's also the fastest deteriorating religion.
Talking about they pray to Muhammad. Like, come on, man, what we doing
across the world?
Well, I mean, we got Western propaganda, we got Western influences everywhere attacking it. I mean, this shit been going on since the Crusades, since the time of Genghis Khan. And
you had 500. We had 500 mosques closed last year in Iran.
We had no money.
Yeah, lack of finances.
Lack of finances.
You got
no
everybody.
money.
You don't got no finances because y'all using the money to be terrorists across the world.
Man, what you mean? I ain't Iranian. What you talking about?
Now they getting bombed everywhere. Now they getting bombed everywhere.
What you mean us, man?
Super ignorant, bro. That's super. Levels of ignorance is just crazy. I used to say that about
I'm your man.
You know what's funny though too? The Book of Mormon is kind of like that, where they said he found the scriptures and he was told the scriptures, and they were in a hat that he had to pull out, and no one else could see it but him.
Is that Brigham Young?
Huh?
Brigham Young, right?
For the Book of Mormon.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Mormon people. That Brigham Young is their head dude.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
All throughout history.
It's called
All
Brigham
throughout
Young.
history.
Brigham Young.
That's
Get the fuck out
Like
of
Brigham Young University. Yeah,
There's a
That's
university
BYU.
called Brigham
BYU.
Young.
Yeah,
That's
he's like the
Brigham
big Mormon dude. Yeah,
And then they
I sent the
said
video.
black people, darker people are not supposed to enter into the kingdom of heaven, and then they will not enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, because everybody else got here later.
Oh, you're saying
Well,
somebody said that? Or
That's the
in
Book of
Bible?
Mormon.
well, they say we're descendants of Ham, so we're cursed. is what
If
they
you
say.
get
But in
sunburned,
the
you're not
Bible-
from here.
if
But
you
in the
get
Bible,
sunburned,
Jesus
you are not
Christ
from here.
has,
If you
like,
get sunburned, you is not originally from the earth. Point blank, period.
So then where y'all from?
We from
Black people don't get
I'm
sunburned.
from California.
from the mud.
This is old.
Black people don't get sunburned.
One people.
Yeah.
They
But
say
you know
black
what's
people
funny
are the
though?
The
first
oldest
ever
known
human
people on the
on
earth.
She's like, okay, are we going down this road, yeah? We going down this road, yeah? Okay. I see what's going on. The little dark light divide. I see you lot. Let's go.
Obviously,
And then
as we know, are
As like
people that are of
everybody moves
Asiatic descent.
around.
The people
I'll put a 7 in the chat if you get sunburn. I'm just trying to see something.
the so-called Africans and the people in
Like
Asia at
my
one time,
family.
all of that area was called was East Asia. It wasn't even called Africa. It wasn't called all these different
Mesopotamia.
places. That's the oldest region, the oldest known people on earth, and those demographics right there. So even the Chinese people are of African descent.
Everybody's
that's
there.
how they-
Everybody's
They got the breakdown of the Caucasoids.
Yeah, Caucasoids,
They got
Mongoloids.
the Negroids, the
Mongoloids.
Mongoloids.
we could all say the N word.
I didn't say that.
If you were real,
just gave
You
me
were
the
real.
pass.
You were real. You got
gave me
the
the
pass,
pass.
bro. You grew up in the laundromat in the hood, bro. You
Yes,
got the
I'm
pass.
Southeast Asian,
grew up in the
so
laundry,
We're
man.
known as the
Hey,
jungle
yeah.
Asians.
Yeah, we don't call y'all. We call y'all the niggas of the Southeast Asians. That's
you
what
was sleeping in the
That's
laundry mat for real?
Filipinos.
No, I mean it's people.
Negatory.
No,
But Filipinos are also
It's definitely the Phillies, though. They're definitely the blacks of the Asians. Definitely.
Southeast Asians too.
man.
So
I was gonna
they
say
call the
something.
whole Southeast Asians
So-
the black people.
So you got
Is it?
some cultures that
Oh,
say the N word. You're from East LA. You say the N word.
Fold
No,
now.
No. We had this conversation before because I used to, but it's because I'm half Mexican, half Puerto Rican, and my
Puerto Rico.
Viva la Mexico.
okay.
Where them canepas at? Where that sofrito?
Anymore? Okay.
There you go.
No, you good. Not
They were
the
trying to name off every Puerto Rican thing they knew. They were like, okay, I know.
I
this
got
is
my
right.
I grew up with my best friend Puerto Rican. Shit, I know what's going on.
So
No, so
So that's why I called
my
you J-Lo.
family looks black. Like a lot of my cousins,
course.
they're dark
from the
skinned, they
Caribbean, of
have the
course.
curly hair and everything. So
Oh yeah.
Of
they
course.
all say the N word, and I grew up saying the N word for a very long time. But it wasn't until when BLM happened, when the whole like Black Lives Matter stuff happened, and they were like marching and everything.
Get them out of here.
That was when I learned how the N word really affects like people. Like if you're not black, and I mean, look, the people don't know that I'm Puerto Rican or whatever the fuck. I'm like, if you're not black and you're saying the word, I didn't realize how hurtful it was until
No,
then.
don't. I ain't going for that. I'm not going for that. Let me stop that. I'm about to.
Nah, well, yeah, big her up though, man. If she admits that she's used to say it, and she checked herself. She had a minute, and she was like, you know what? I shouldn't be using this word. I'm gonna lay off this word. I respect it. That's respect, or fear, or whatever. But whatever it is, good. One less person saying it, can't be mad at her. You lot's trying to now force her to say it. No, you can say it. Say it. Nah, you deserve to say it. Like, allow her, but she don't want to say it no more.
Let you off the hook for that. I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up in Chicago and in New York for the majority of my life, and I lived in Spanish neighborhoods. And man, saying the N-word, that is not a big problem. It's only some shit on the West Coast that people go
But-
through.
Yeah, they racist as hell out
The
there.
only people that go through that shit is out here.
The
Where we
West
come
Coast-
from,
we
we all live
don't
together.
give a fuck about
We
that.
all live
That's
together.
a Mexican nigga. That's a Spanish nigga. That's a
White
Filipino
nigga.
nigga. That's a white nigga. Look at the police niggas.
Both niggas.
The niggas are church niggas.
The church on my soul.
Oh my.
Yeah, let's not go too far though. Let's not like hand out membership cards yet, Trill. Yeah, I mean, Trill Spirit. Let's chill. But yeah, what she said was some good words. Do you know what I mean? I know people that never say it. Well, they say they've never said it. And in terms of, they've probably sang it in a song on their own before, or they've probably just said it once, like a little magic word. Everyone said Bloody Mary in the mirror before, or something, or Candyman 5 times, or Beetlejuice. You get me? You know, you feel like you shouldn't have said it, but you've done it. You've done it. You tested yourself. So I know everyone's had that moment where they've said the N word. Do you know what I mean? In the privacy of their own comfort of their own home. You probably still whispered it, even though there was no one around. All right, be real. When you're in a super empty place, yeah, non-black folks, tell me something. When you know that you're in a super empty place and there's no one around, do you get tempted to just shout out, nigga, and hear it echo, nigga, 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 nigga? If I wasn't black, I would. Just once, nigga, 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 nigga.
So, phone it. Everybody's a nigga.
And that's one thing about black culture.
Man,
like,
fuck that
as
shit.
long as you showing love, we showing love.
But the thing is, in California, that's different. And I'll tell you where it comes from.
In California.
Don't say that.
You know I'm gonna say that. Y'all weird.
I know you say that. You can't call California niggas weird.
That's not. I love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? But pause. Yeah. But no, just to have mercy, man. It's not, we don't have that racial.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like
so
that,
it came in California because of it's a real big beef between blacks and Mexicans in California in a lot of different cities. And it's still going on where people are killing each other back and forth. This is one of the longest wars. Because of that, people feel some type of way. So
some jailhouse shit, really, man.
No, it started because of
the street gang jailhouse shit.
No, a child got killed because when blacks were having these jobs that they didn't want to have, and then Mexicans started to come in and they got hired instead, people were getting laid off and started to cause violence in the streets. And so they started fighting in the streets. And then after that happened, a child got murdered. And so it was the blacks. We did the first murdering. And then that's what started the beef. And it just went back and forth constantly.
Shit, I believe that because we killed Jesus.
Yeah,
not us, not the blacks.
Man, yes, we did. If the Bible is geographically correct,
I thought that was the Romans.
Man, it was black Roman kings.
But so you still had Augustus Caesar, a white man that killed 500 children, 500 baby boys to make sure Jesus wasn't born. He did this.
God said in the Bible, go kill whole villages and shooting children.
But he was trying to assure the birth of Jesus Christ wouldn't happen.
Right. That's what happens when you got demons out here portraying themselves to be normal people. And they ask for murder and sacrifice in order for them to do in the scripture it says, make sacrifices to us and we will do your bidding.
Okay, but if you look at the history of this, where you have the Romans that murdered Jesus, they realized, oh, that was really the Son of God. Now that's where you got Roman Catholicism that comes about. Catholicism was birthed after the mistake of killing Jesus Christ. That's why they knew the location to Mary when she fled over to France, because she was trying to get as far away from anyone that was trying to kill her for birthing Jesus Christ. She hid inside of a cave, and she actually had a temple of people that worship her and followed her that were believers as well. And they went back and they told their stories that she passed, and that's when Catholicism gave respect to Mary.
Man, your ass been in
Is this true? Did Mary go to France? Basically, it's only spelled. What was that noise? Yeah, is that true? Anyone know? I didn't hear that.
Seminary before, haven't you?
I've been in different churches, man.
Yeah,
I've been in a mosque.
man.
I've been in a.
Well, you're a pastor. You fucked me away with that.
I'm an ordained minister.
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay, man.
Like you know a lot.
I can marry people.
Pause. Man, I want to go back to this something BH said, man, and real quick. Like, just think about this. He says, BH just said something, and you was involved in that. He said, this is what happens. We're talking about why these people, it's almost like they have this, they portray themselves with this angelic like nature. They control the book, but they really be on some really savage and demonic, heartless shit.
The First
Christians?
Nations people, the Native Americans said, we came here from the stars. And they said when they encountered the fallen angels, that they were bad to them. They stole their women, mistreated them, demanded sacrifice, demanded worship. Then they said the ant people came from subterranean places on the earth to help them survive cataclysms and to survive the gods.
Who are they talking about?
No, they're talking about these angels that was walking around. And this is where we got the demigods that come about because they were birthed from humans and angels.
Are we talking about
these? Look, remind me of what's his name? Forbidden Knowledge. You know the Forbidden Knowledge guy. That's what these look remind me of. Let me sort this out. Yeah, that's what these dudes remind me of. Forbidden Knowledge and that. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I feel like, I don't know. We've come to the end of this now. We've had enough.
To argue philosophy and cultural beliefs with people.
I've had enough. These lot give me a headache. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed a little bit of that. If you want to watch the rest of that, it is, what is it called? Off the Grid Network. Yeah, religion, vampires, mermaids, racism. Yeah, in fact, let me put the link in the chat for you if you want to watch that. Big up man like Buddha. Boom. Hold that. That's the link for that, man. I'll come back tomorrow, man. Yeah? Big up yourself. One love.